Now I'm unmuted. Good morning, guys. Thank you so much for joining us this morning on the Morning Sprint. My name is Rebecca. I am the producer of this show. Japhanie and Brittany both have the morning off, so you're stuck with me and my buddy Nathaniel hanging out over here.
Hello, I'm here too.
So, like we want to do on this sprint, we have a lot of good things coming out of our communities today. We want to highlight those little portions. But first off, we got to get to some of the bigger stuff happening just across the nation to make sure you are fully informed for your day. So there's a lot of turmoil and violence going on in the country of Sudan right now in northern Africa. It's been happening between two military groups vying for control of the country. So there was a coup in 2019 that upended the government. And then since then, these two different military groups have been, jointly running the country, but now each one of them wants power for themselves, and it's causing a little bit of trouble. So the U.S. State Department says that right now there are no plans to evacuate Americans from the country, but they are urging everyone who's a U.S. citizen in Sudan to just shelter in place while this violence continues. The country's doctors union reports nearly 100 civilians have been killed because of the struggle between these two military groups. So it's just a scary situation going on right now. We want to make sure that everyone from our country is safe, but that, also we totally care about all of these other people. But yeah, we just want to make sure that everyone knows what's going on in Sudan. One second. I'm trying to get myself sorted here. I'm all alone. Give me a little love. We're honoring the 32 lives. Actually, no, we're not. We'll do that in a second. Right now, we're talking about Montana. Montana is working to ban TikTok. They are passing the first ban that would ban TikTok on all personal devices. So like your phone and my phone, not just the government phones.
It would also take it off of the different Google Store, App Store, make it so you can't get it downloaded anymore in Montana.
Yeah, and so individual people, you can still use the TikTok app if you have it, but companies that were like the App Store or the Google App Store would be fined up to $10,000 a day if they had it on the App Store to be able to be downloaded. And now we're honoring the 32 lives lost 16 years ago at Virginia Tech. The community came together over the weekend to remember the victims. 32 Hokie stones sit at the front of campus to remember those lives lost. President Tim Sams helped with the annual wreath laying at the memorial before paying his respects at each individual marker. Students say they don't want the victims to be remembered as just another statistic.
A big part of it is that things like this are still happening 16 years later. So it's becoming increasingly important to remember the victims because unfortunately at this point there's so many.
The university also honored the victims with the annual 3.2 for 32 Remembrance Run on Saturday. So the Boston Marathon kicks off this morning, huge race, and there's some furry friends helping out with keeping things going.
It's the 10th anniversary.
They are the
we all
golden
need hope.
doodles,
we all need happiness.
or they're golden
especially,
retrievers.
Recent years, everyone can use a smile.
They're so
and
cute.
I think, who better than golden retrievers to bring that smile?
They are around 200 dogs and their owners turned out for a golden retriever meetup ahead of the Boston Marathon. The event was to honor Spencer, who is another golden retriever who is the official Boston Marathon dog. He died earlier this year, tragically. Spencer became the official race dog after a video of him went viral in 2018. All of these little guys in their, look at them, look at him in his little Boston Strong flags, hanging out of his little mouth. So on Sunday, many of the pups were donning yellow bandanas that said Golden Strong. They even got so many They look at all these little pups. They even got so many responses and so many dogs turned out that they had to close registration. Oh, look, he has a little guy running on his back. But they hope to see the tradition grow each year.
I like this tradition. Just having a bunch of dogs for a long race. They love running. Aw. Look
You know,
at
and I
them.
imagine they're like sitting on this side as other people are running too, to like give them something happy to like look at.
I mean, if I'm gonna be doing a run, I want to pet a dog every once in a while
Oh.
while I'm doing it.
100%. 100%. Okay, and it's a short morning for us, but we got one more story for you this morning, and then we're gonna talk to Miss Jasmine. So, okay, look at this. Just take a look at this video that you see right now. There's a bear. Look at that shock. I mean, what would you do if you were laying outside, Nathaniel? Just chilling, hanging out, and all of a sudden you just see this bear.
I would probably do something very close to what this guy does, like jump and like start like grabbing something to like defend myself.
I love that he grabs a pillow.
Yeah,
Like,
I probably would have also shouted some choice words, just like in shock, just because it's a bear. Especially like that looks like a younger bear, so I'm worried, is Mama Bear coming?
Well, so I've never seen a bear in my entire life.
I haven't either, except for in zoos.
Yeah, so this happened in Asheville, North Carolina. David Oppenheimer, that's the guy that you saw in the video. Here, I'm gonna pull it back up for you. David was relaxing outside in his home in Asheville when a motion sensor detected something moving. He looked around and didn't see anything, but then a few minutes later, he sees that bear. The bear didn't come any closer, as you can see. It kind of just looked at him, was like, hey, oh, you're here? Okay, I'm gonna dip. Bye.
The pure shock from the bear seeing the guy's shock, like you can see once the guy jumps and has seen the bear's like, oh, somebody's moving too fast for me, and
Right.
like backing up, and then no, I'm just getting out of here.
He's that, I'm gonna dip real quick. But let's get to Jasmine. Let's get to Miss Jazzy Jazz hanging out, holding us down in our digital studio. Jasmine, can you hear me, lovely?
Yes, I can hear you.
What's going on this morning? How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm on a struggle bus a little bit without my girls, Japhanie and Brittany. They hold us down. Japhanie makes sure we're always on time.
She's our rock.
Yeah, Jazz is always on it. And Brittany says she's always killing it.
I know. I was gonna say, if she's not in here, she's out doing her thing outside, getting those live shots, talking to people, making connections.
Yeah, absolutely. She's always on it.
So what's going on the digital side this morning? Any viewers, any comments?
Yeah, we have a ton of viewers. No comments today. I think people are still trying to just get used to the new platform that we have now since we moved off Facebook. But as always, it's super easy to leave a comment. All you have to do is head to our website, click on the article, and you'll see a comment form right beneath the video stream. Then just type whatever you want to say, because we really want to have you guys join the conversation.
Yeah, and I also think it's Monday.
Yeah.
I think everyone is.
Yeah.
I think everyone is feeling that this is a Monday.
Yeah, absolutely. It's the most Mondays of Mondays.
Yeah. What about you, Nathaniel? Is it a Monday for you?
Oh, it is Wednesday in my work week, but it feels like a Monday.
Oh yeah. I'm thinking that this is going to be a week full of Mondays.
Oof. Don't say that.
Well, it's okay. I'll get a coffee after this, and then I'll be bright and cheery all day long.
There we go.
Well, Jasmine, thank
You
you
be
so
safe.
much.
Yeah, of course. Thank you.
Okay, guys, it is that time of the morning. We are going to wrap up. I do want to leave you with something that we're following this morning. It was developing overnight. We haven't gotten any more information yet this morning, but our crews are out there. They're putting their feelers out. We're working to get information for you. So this was the scene in Grandin last night in the Roanoke area. We know one person was shot and killed in the 7-Eleven, or outside the 7-Eleven in Grandin. Police are now off the scene. They were there overnight. They were there, you know, before our late shows last night up until, you know, almost 5 o'clock this morning. Now, the store is not open. People are being turned away at the door when they stopped by this morning. That's what our crews in the field told us. The police say that there is no threat to the community, and they haven't released any information on a suspect, but we will be diving more into that story, working to get you some more information on that, just, you know, what happened, how did it happen, as we get into 10 News at noon, which is our next show coming up today. Nathaniel, you got anything else this morning?
I'm all good today.
Okay, well, thank you for stopping by and joining us this sprint. We'll see you tomorrow morning.
Have a good morning, everyone.